A group of Edinburgh volunteers is battling to save a Victorian cemetery that's become overgrown and been vandalised after decades of neglect. Gravestones of the rich and famous from 19th century Scotland have been damaged or destroyed. But Warriston Cemetery has become a haven for wildlife. Maura Edinburgh reports.
It's a huge job, reclaiming human history without destroying protected wildlife. Volunteers determined to rescue the cemetery in North Edinburgh.
Well, it's an absolute nightmare because you really need to have a good team of enthusiasts to tackle all the brambles and the trees and shrubs that are springing up.
Warriston was one of the first private garden cemeteries, designed to show off the status of the great and good, a kind of who's who of Victorian Edinburgh. But over the centuries, nature's reclaimed much of our past. The monuments have suffered neglect and vandalism.
It's incredible. It's a treasure trove of information. It's almost 200 years of stories about people who've lived here, that have an Edinburgh connection, but it's also an international story. There are graves here of people who've been involved throughout the world and who've made a huge impact. We're uncovering those stories and bringing them back to life.
It had cost millions to restore all the damage here. The council, which now owns it, can't afford that, but realises there is potential to make more of this place.
It's also just fascinating to go around and to see who is buried here, and it's about the history of the city. And yes, there has been looked at in the council on whether we could link them all together and make it, whether it's tourism, but visitors who would like to come and find out about the history of the city.
One headstone at a time, these human stories are being revived. The ordinary and famous brought back, given respect again.
Elizabeth Logan, who died in 1847. So at long last they can now have a clear vision of the cemetery.
Maura Edinburgh, reporting Scotland, Edinburgh.